Hey,
Hello. How are
I,
you tonight?
I am so thankful the weekend is here.
Yes, it's been a busy week. I am drained. I am so tired. But we're going to do this. We're going to have
We're
some
gonna
fun
do this. Yes. Oh my goodness.
tonight.
Hey guys, those who are watching this, reach out to us. Let us know your thoughts. If you want something to be shared on our show, if you want to submit pictures or stories or questions, you can do
Mhm.
so. And we have two ways that you can do that. One is you can email us at 22truthandlight
Right.
at
Mhm.
gmail.com,
Yeah.
or you can leave us a voicemail at
At 678 And I'll get those in the comments over here so that we can get that, hopefully.
so I have it in our private ones. You'd have to put them in the other ones. Here. Put it in the yeah. So anyway, so glad you're here. It's been a couple of weeks since we've done this. I hope everybody's had some nice fall weather. I don't know about you, Dana, but we went from spring. I mean, we went from summer to winter. There was no fall.
No fall. We're having a really nice fall, to be honest. It's been pretty good here. So I can't complain about it.
Nice. Yeah, I could,
Let's
but I
see.
won't. So
Yeah, we'll kind of keep it on the cool there, huh? No pun
yeah.
intended, but yeah, it's not going up on the comments here.
I'll get it.
So,
I'll see if I can I'll see if I can get it.
so we're going to
Oh,
have fun tonight. We're going to be talking about all kinds of ways we can use a pendulum and different pendulum types,
or modalities, right?
modalities. Yeah.
Yeah. We all want to know what spirit has to say to us, and different ways we can communicate, and they can communicate with us. Because unfortunately, we can't live stream them, right? We can't pick up the phone and call them. Um, so that communication challenge, is there, and so learning ways to be able to communicate with spirit and get advice or just simple yes and no's. Um, there's many different ways that we can do this. We're just going to kind of talk about this tonight.
Yeah. So I use my pendulum, and this is what my pendulum looks like. So it's just a little one. It's pretty small, but so what you do is you just hold it up and you ask. I call upon my light family to talk, so they know who they are. So it's only high spirit, high energy, only from the light that can come through. And then I just ask a question like, are we going to have fun tonight on this show? And then you see it. Hopefully you can see it. It's it's saying yes, and then it gets faster for the bigger yes, like, oh yes, we're gonna have a whole lot of fun tonight. So then if the answer was no, it would shake this way. So that's my pendulum.
Mhm.
That's how this works. And sometimes it gives you different answers, like maybe we'll spin one clockwise, or I'm not sure how to answer that. We'll go side to side, or you will know, will give me a different little motion in it. And I love when they're laughing at me because my change is shakes.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. So, yeah, so just so everybody's yes and no is gonna be different. And,
Yes.
so the thing is to figure that out. And so, what I teach people is that you have your pendulum, but you put your hand under it. So you put your hand under it, and then you simply ask, "Show me my yes." And your pendulum starts swinging in the direction of the yes. And then just acknowledge by a simple thank you and give it time to stop and then say, "Please show me my no." And then it'll start showing the no.
Mhm.
Say thank you. And then mine also has maybe, ask again, or not at this time. So actually your pendulum can do several things. So it can go from thumb to pinky, back and forth. It can go from index finger to the side of your palm that way. And then as Dana said earlier, it can like go clockwise or counterclockwise. And so and each of those can have a meaning. And so determining what that meaning is. Um, right? So you can get your answers.
Yeah, yeah. And you just ask multiple questions to get more deeper into your answer that you're looking for. Um, so you just keep going. You just keep asking, and the answers will come about. And it's so amazing how the answers come, and you end up getting this whole storyline of what's going on of the topic that you're asking about. Is really, really awesome. It's really cool. You do have to, I found that you do have to find the right pendulum for you. You have to match up with that pendulum. Otherwise, you start getting like some weird answers, like you can ask like, is my jacket pink? And it'll say no. So you can like do that little test with it and everything. And my previous ones just kept saying yes. It's like, no, it's not pink, So
Maybe they
um,
were colorblind.
maybe. But yeah, I was just like, I don't think you're working too well with me. So, I went and got one, and the one I have now is working really well. So there's that connection. So you just kind of get a connection with the uh, the stone that you're using, or whatever you're using. So a little
Yeah,
tip
my
of,
first
yeah.
pendulum I recently gave away, but I had it, I mean, for over a decade, and it was a quartz that had split,
Oh.
and basically I had it wrapped and made into a pendulum. Because
Mm.
because when it split, it had a natural point on it, and so I had it made, and then I ended up giving it away. I can't believe I even gave it away, because I had it for so long. Um, but yeah, and you may have several different ones, so, I probably got probably like 5 or 6 around here if I if I started looking for them. And
Yeah.
some of them do work better than others, or some of them you're gonna be just drawn to it, right? It's gonna
Mhm.
be like the energy of it or how it feels or how it moves, um, can also draw you to it as well. I would say though, if you're shopping for a pendulum, if you can go in person, that would be best.
Mhm.
And what I've done is there'll be a line of pendulums, hanging up, and I'll just run my hand under 'em. And when one starts moving, then I'll just see how it does, right? Or I'll run
There
my
you
hands across the front of them, right? And if I feel a vibration or something from one of them,
There's a way. Yeah, I'm still learning on how to find the right ones. Get that feel, get that the energy connection with it. So
yeah,
it's really kind of, it is pretty interesting
it is pretty
how
cool.
that
Yeah.
energy flows. Yeah, yeah, I love
So,
it.
I created, pendulum charts um, years ago. And so, like, this one has the instructions, but then it has So this one is yes or no, or maybe, right? Re-ask. And
Okay.
basically what you would do is you would lay this flat. You would put your pendulum here, hanging above the dot, ask your question, and allow the pendulum to go wherever it wanted to go. So I made them for health. I did a
Okay. Yeah.
number chart. So if you wanted to find out like a date or a number of whatever sort, you had that. I have a letters chart. So I don't know if you can see like this A through Z. And this
Yeah.
one's a little bit more challenging than a day chart. And then there's a month chart in here as well. And
Wow.
then, and then my favorite that anybody can make is a choice, A, B, or C.
Oh.
And so, and this one though is really simple because you don't have to have something this fancy. You could just draw out 2 lines, like, and then identify one line as a certain choice, the other line as another choice, and then ask your pendulum, right, which choice is better for me, and it'll go to the one
That
that's better for you,
choice.
right? Right? And so, like, so you don't have to have a fancy chart like that. You could just draw a line on a piece of paper.
Yeah. I mean, it really doesn't take much, really. Just like you can do the whole alphabet. You could just kind of set it up and
Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy how it works. I mean, when I first did it, I was like thrown back. I was like, what? It really does that? Really? Yeah, it was really cool. And it was like, wow, that energy really does flow through
It does
you
work.
and
Mhm.
into it. Yeah.
Yes, and
It's
yeah, I've
crazy.
even used my pendulum to help me find lost objects.
Really. How'd you
Yes,
do that?
so, so I'd moved into an apartment, and I was gonna go on, a trip in a couple weeks, and I needed my passport. And I've been, like, searching and searching and searching, and I couldn't find my passport anywhere, and I'm like, "Oh gosh, I don't have time to renew it. I really gotta find it." And so, I got my pendulum out, and I stood in the middle of the room, and I asked, "Which direction is my passport?" And so then my pendulum started moving in a direction. So I turned that direction and I walked there until I came to a point where I had to make a decision on where to go. So like I walked straight until I had to either go straight, left, or right. And then when I got to that point, it sent me to the left. And so I went into this room, and as soon as I entered the room, I was like, okay, which direction is my passport in? And then it sent me over to the right. And I was like, and then I went and I was like, okay, now which direction? And it had me turn, and then there was like these, um, I don't know what they were, these little dresser type things that were really tall because they were tall as I am, but really narrow.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, okay, is it in this one? It's like yes, and I was like, okay, and there's drawers going down. I was like, is it in this drawer? No. This drawer? No. This drawer? And it gave me a yes. I'm like, "Okay." And sure enough, it was in that drawer. And it
Nice.
wasn't somewhere I would have ever have looked because normally I would keep it, in my office, but yeah, it was in that drawer, but I even use that, so I do classes on pendulum work, and I will hide objects in the room before anybody gets there, and at the end of the class, we search for the objects. And so I tell him,
Nice.
"Stand up," and ask, "Where's my object?" And then I was like, "Turn and then ask again." And if it's telling you to go straight, walk straight and then ask again and ask again. So you can use them. and it'll be like little bitty. I don't know if I can like. It'll be like a little bitty movement.
Uh-huh.
And it'll literally just go like that and back, that and back. You're not gonna see a full movement like that.
Okay.
It's actually more
Like a half
yeah.
move.
Mhm. Yep.
Wow. I haven't had to do that one yet.
You can also call in different entities to speak through your pendulum, and it will move different with a different entity or a different spirit. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so Ethan, when Ethan uses it, it's real jumpy. Um, but when like my spirit guides use it, it's real smooth.
Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah.
So if you wanted to
Yeah.
talk to if you wanted to talk to your mom, right? Or even like a dog, I can even say you can even talk to your pets
Mhm.
that have passed away, and pay attention to the movement because that movement's going to change depending on what energy you're channeling to.
Nice. Nice.
So
Excellent.
you
Yeah,
can
I'll have to
speak
pay
to
more
them.
attention to that. Yeah, that is really I'll have to that's kind of cool. Let's see.
Yeah, I wonder if I can um let's see here. So let's see, show me my no. So it's got my no, right? See how
Mhm.
nice and all right. So now Ethan, show me my no. See how it's just different.
Oh, interesting.
And I also like to put my elbows. I also like to put my elbows on a table to
Mm,
help keep me more steady.
right. Right.
And yeah, so I would just practice. So like let's say you're asking for, a particular spirit to come in and communicate with you. Just because it doesn't move with them the first time doesn't mean it doesn't work.
Right.
It takes practice on their end also, as
Mhm.
well as you being open to receive.
Right, right. They are moving differently.
Yeah,
That is really cool. That is really
yeah.
cool.
And so, and also I teach that when I teach the class, I have actually a washer on the end of a fishing line that and I'll take like a pack of washers with me and fishing lines so people can make their own. So
Uh-huh.
your pillow doesn't have to be fancy, guys.
No. No.
It could be a washer and some fishing line. It could be a necklace,
Yeah.
as long as it's
Yeah.
weighted. The weight
Right.
is what's important, right? I mean,
Right.
like even this, like I could even use this as a yes or a no. Show me my yes. See how it does it, right?
Yeah.
So the main thing is that it's weighted, right? And so there's some weight.
This will be interesting. Just a chord. I don't know how well a chord would work. No, it's too
Or
stiff.
maybe it needs to be like a yes. Maybe not a chord. I
That
never tried a
one's too
chord.
stiff.
I'll let me tell you something crazy I've done one time. So I was at work and I was wanting to know an answer for something and I didn't have a pendulum with me. So I took a pen and I put a rubber band like here, and then I tied a rubber band to that, and I tied a rubber band to that, and so I used that as my pendulum. And I was like, well, wait a minute, how creative can I get? So I ended up putting my pen down like this and holding it down, and it actually wrote out on the piece of paper.
And you were just asking that question and it wrote it out.
Mhm.
I tried that and doesn't seem to
No.
work. Let me get some paper here.
I mean, it took me some time, so it wasn't like, "Oh,
Was
I'm
it
gonna
like
do
right now?
this," like, it
Okay.
took some patience, but it was also a lot of it was just, like, getting it just right. The pen was like a felt tip, so it was one of those that just barely had to touch the paper to make
Okay.
the mark, and so, yeah, I mean, so it was, like, balance between my touch and the pen itself and the movement of the energy, right? Am I saying all of that right? Like,
Yeah, I think so.
yeah. And literally I used rubber bands because I didn't have anything else. And trying to be creative in a space that doesn't have a whole lot of stuff. Yeah.
I'm trying this. You got me all curious here, so I'm like giving it a try.
Yeah, no, so I mean, like, yeah, play with
That's
it,
that's really cool. I'll have to play with
Yeah.
that one too.
Yeah, or maybe just a
Yeah.
string, right? And so, maybe just a string or something, but yeah, I mean, and just maybe just reach out to your guides that you communicate with often, right? I wouldn't try to use that with something new. So if you're already communicating with your guides, I would use them, right? Be like, hey, I want to do something new. Can we just give me a yes with this, right? Or give me a why and see if they can give you a why, right? Or
Okay.
maybe draw a why out on the paper so they understand what a why, what a why looks like. I don't know.
Yeah,
They
we
would
could do
know.
something like that. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
excited to try that one now.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool. Work on the automatic writing there. That would be
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's tons of other modalities, right, that we can use to communicate with spirit. What are some others that you've used, Dana?
I've used the dowsing rods. Those I've done that. And I ended up making it simple like you. Yeah, I just took a wire hanger
Mm-hmm.
and cut it. What was it? Like cut it in half of the middle of the flat side of the hanger, cut that in half, and then cut a little bit on the side there and bent it in a right angle, and away we went. And to kind of help out with the movement, I put a straw on the end so it would move easier.
That's
So
pretty cool.
yeah,
Mhm.
so yeah, because otherwise it kind of gets stuck on my fingers and stuff. So I just put
Mhm.
a little straw that would fit it, and then it just kind of goes on its
That's
own.
pretty cool. I wouldn't have thought about a straw. That's pretty cool. And so, what kind of like responses do you get with your dowsing rods for that?
If you're looking at going to a specific direction, like asking where something is at, it'll take, so you have two pieces here. I'm getting messed up because my camera's opposite. So, but it'll have the two, and then if you're saying show me right, it would move over like that, and then or left, it'll
Okay.
point to the left. And then if it's like, which direction do I have to go? It'll go like to the right. And then when you're turning to the right, the other one will go with it. So then
Okay.
it will end up saying you're going straight. So
Mhm.
keep walking straight, and then when you find the spot, it'll go into an X.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, or when you're
Okay.
asking it a yes question, it'll go
Mhm.
into a X. It'll cross
Okay.
over, and a no will go opposite.
Go opposite.
Mhm.
I haven't had much luck with my dowsing rods for yes and nos, and I haven't used them to help me find anything. Um, but I do use my dowsing rods. But
That's funny.
I use them more to discover energy that's happening in a place. Um, that's how I use them. So, like, let's say you were wanting to let's just say some stuff was going on at your house and you wanted some answers on it. I'll do a walkthrough with my dowsing rods and I'll watch them. And so long as they're straight, I'm good. But then when they start turning, then it's like, okay, something's going on here. And I'll stop and I'll dial into that space to sense what's going on. And sometimes it'll just be like one will just go kind of around, right? But
Uh-huh.
sometimes one's going this way and this one's going this way, and they're kind of like going opposites from one another. Those are crazy.
Uh-huh.
Or when they just start spinning really fast, it's like, wow, there's really something going on here. But and then I've also used it to show people their energy.
Oh,
So So next time you're around somebody, take your dowsing rods and have somebody probably like 10 feet in front of you and ask them to imagine that their energy is a bubble around them.
mhm.
And then tell them to push that energy out somewhere between the two of you, but don't tell you where it's at.
Okay.
Right? So they're just
Right.
supposed to, and then hold your dowsing rods because they'll be straight. Hold your dowsing rods, and as you get closer to that bubble that they've created, they're gonna go out like this. And
Oh,
when your
cool.
dowsing rods are like this, stop and say, "Is this where your bubble is?" Every single time, 100% of the time, yes. And I'll be like,
Nice.
"Okay, now pull your bubble back." And they'll pull their bubble back, and the dowsing rods will go like this. And then I'll
Cool.
tell them, "Push your bubble out as hard as you can past me." And they'll do it, and they'll open back up, and I had one lady do it one time, and they literally slammed up against my shoulders.
Really?
Where they went shoom and hit my shoulders, and I was like, "Whoa," and she started crying because she was just so amazed that she was able to do that without doing anything except for just
Right.
imagine. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I did find my husband one time with my dowsing rods. He gets to this point. It's so cute. Um, he'll be in the room one moment, and then the next
Mhm.
moment he's like gone. And I'm like, where did he disappear to now? And so I'm like, okay, I got my rods out, and I'm like, okay, where is he? I ended
That's
up
so
finding
funny.
him.
That's so funny. Oh my god, that's so funny. I lost you and he's found you.
Yeah. Where did he go now? And it's like, okay. Yeah, I'll have to try my pendulum next time.
Yeah, yeah, try your pendulum. Yeah, that's funny. Oh my goodness. That's funny. Mine disappears and be like, "Ooh, how long is he gonna be gone?" Just kidding. He's usually just in the next room and he's like right there. So
Right. Yeah, he was downstairs. I was like, where is he? I'm calling him and calling him and no answer. It's like, where'd he go? He was just here.
that's so funny. That's so funny. Oh my goodness. Ah, so, there's other things we can use, to learn about or to communicate. I'm sure most everybody on here has heard of, tarot cards,
Tarot
right?
cards. Mhm.
Yeah, and so you can pull 1 card, like, you can, pull 1 card to for a yes or a no, so you don't need a whole storyline, where you don't need the past, future, and present. You can do 1 card, um for that, and, I only know of a couple, um, so, like, for a no, I know the moon is a no, where the sun is a yes. The tower is a no, where a star is a yes. You know,
Yeah,
um,
we gotta. Let's see.
so if you just need to know, um, let me see here. There's the hangman is not yet, or there's a delay in that answer that may come. Um, the devil is a no. Um, let's see here. The hermit is a no. And the judgment card is a no. Your yeses more fall into um, the wheel of fortune, the strength card, the justice, the chariot, and the fool. The magician and the lovers or the empress. Those all fall into the yes category, right? So, what are you going to ask?
Okay, so I asked what my yes was in my deck of cards that I have, one of them, and this is the yes.
What is that?
It's a spider in a web.
Oh, okay.
So the spider is right here,
Yeah.
and it's got the beautiful web for creation and all.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, hitting your goal and all, and shining bright. But now I'm asking for what my no is. My no, I got 2 cards.
Oh, okay.
So these 2.
Okay. So, what is,
One. So the shooting star is to manifest.
okay?
It's kind of interesting what a no would be. And then this one here is energy. The goat is energy.
A goat. Okay, I didn't know if he was a goat or something else, but okay.
Yeah, he's a goat. So
Okay.
those 2 would be my no. So or it could be 2 cards is a no, and a
Right.
single card is a yes.
Is a yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So realizing what she did there is she didn't just look at the card, but the number of cards, right?
The number of
For a yes.
cards. Yeah.
Yeah.
2 versus 1.
Yeah.
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 So
And
that's
I'll
kind
tell
of
you just what feels right, right? Just what feels right.
Mhm.
Um, yeah. So like when I was asking about receiving the job offer the other day, I asked the lady that does tarot, this place that I work, I was like, "Am I gonna receive, a job offer?" And she pulled a star and she's like, "This is a hard yes." And
There
I was
you
like,
go.
"Okay, nice, nice." Yeah. And so I got the job offer today, right? So that was pretty cool.
Yay!
Yeah. I'm an intuitive, not a tarot reader, so I don't read cards. And I was so emotionally attached to it. It when you're emotionally attached to something, I will say this, that it can get muddy. Um,
Mhm.
if you have an emotional attachment to whatever that answer is, then it could get muddy. In other words, you may not get an accurate answer if your emotions are too caught up in it, or if you
Yeah,
can't separate yourself from it, right? So being
right.
able to separate yourself from it is important as well. Separate yourself from the outcome of what it would be. If that's the case, then allow somebody else to ask those questions on your behalf.
There you go. There you go. I know it's hard to read myself sometimes. To do a reading for myself it gets kind of hard because it's like, yeah, I already know the answer. It's like, no.
And
So
I love the intuitive world, right? And the spiritual world and being able to
Mhm.
have these gifts and the communications, but um there's no validation until something actually happens,
Right,
right?
right.
And so it is that time, it's that time between when versus whatever's gonna happen that you kinda like, "Well, do I know? Yes, I know. Do I know?" Like, kinda like that
That
wavering,
ego,
like
yeah, the ego jumps in and it's like, okay, wait, no, was it? No, yeah, really? No.
yeah. And so it can really, I mean, play with you. So, just reminding yourself that, you're right and you received the answer you were supposed to receive. Just reminding yourself of that and staying in that positive knowing
Mhm.
mindset, I guess is good.
And
Um,
trust yourself. Just trust it. Trust what comes through. Yeah.
yeah,
It's
absolutely.
amazing. It's amazing when when you trust it. It's so crazy how things work with that. I mean, you're so right most of the time. I mean, you're going to be more right than you think you are when you
Yeah,
just trust and let it happen, let it be, let that answer be whatever it is. And it's always right.
yeah,
It won't steer you wrong
yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
absolutely. Oh my goodness, I can't stop yawning. I am so sorry.
You're
I'm
going to get
sorry.
me yawning.
It's like
Ah,
it's been a long day, long
yes.
week.
Hmm.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And so, another thing people use are coins. Did you know
Um,
that you could throw coins down for a yes or no answer?
that I don't have any coins around to test that one out. So,
Well, I do. They're all in like containers, but so you can use coins. You can use one, two, or three. Um, if regardless, heads are yes, tails are no's. So if you use one card. If you use one coin, that's pretty obvious. If you use two and end up with a head and a tail, then a lot of times that is uncertain or unknown, or you may even just have to ask again. Sometimes rephrasing your question can
mhm.
provide clarity with that. And then if you use three, whatever the majority is, out of those would be your answer. Um, I have literally thrown a coin before and it land up against something on its side, so it wasn't a yes or a no,
That
right?
was try again.
Yeah.
Re-ask your question, try again, restate, be more precise of what you're asking. Um,
Or or just do something else. It's like
right. That's not the direction. Just let's just move on.
very important. Dana, that's awesome because there will be times where we may be going down a path that's not meant for us.
Mhm,
And so, realizing that when you get your answer.
mhm. Trusting it, trusting it. If it says no, let it be a no. If it's a yes, let it be a yes.
Mhm. I know I'm sitting here chewing on espresso beans, hoping that the caffeine. I'm so. I'm
Uh-oh.
gonna stop talking about it. Mm.
She's going to start flying off the walls now. There she goes. She's bouncing. No.
So, and some people use ruin things also, and then I have these. I've not used them, but I know people have used them. The geometric shapes. Um, I know that these can be used as well for communication. And this was just a basic square. But I'm not, honestly, I'll be honest with you. Like, I was drawn to these, but um, I've never used them. They just sit here and look pretty for me.
So would that be something that connects to like with star seeds or something like that? Because I'm getting like the geometrics of like the star system that they're in or something. I mean, or a grid. Like I know some people use stones for grids. So you
Mhm.
think that's kind of how it works?
You know, that's interesting, and I never really thought about it. But when I got drawn to these was when I started getting symbols. So
Mhm.
I went through a period of time where I would get a symbol, and that symbol would not leave my brain until I drew it out and wrote what it meant for me. And so, like, I would draw the symbol out and then sit with it, um, and then write down what it felt like. And that's when I was drawn to these. And then what I found out about those symbols was that that was my starseed activation that was happening,
Oh,
and I
yay.
didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't realize it. I'm sitting here like, I know I saved them. I just don't know um, what I did with them. Um, but yeah, and so I just started drawing them out on little index cards. And then
Right.
about that same
Right.
time, I had to get these. Like, I saw these, I was like, oh, I need those. And like, I'll hold them, and I'll just hold them, right? And
Hmm.
but I've never used them for any type of communication.
I'd be interested to know how you use them. If you're just holding them and getting that symbol and getting the communication or a symbol or even just a connection with that star
Right.
beam.
Okay. All right, I'll let you know.
Yeah, let me know. Yeah.
I'll let you know.
Let us know. We're so interested to know what's gonna happen. Are you
Yeah.
feeling something?
Well, I mean, I didn't want to go to this. So, 2 weekends ago, I was watching something on Gaia TV,
Mm-hmm.
um, and it was about star seeds, and I'm like, and I started watching it, got like 10 minutes into it, and I was like, yeah, no, this isn't really what I'm looking for, right? And so I went to turn it off, and I heard this voice come through saying, no, you need to watch it all the way through.
Okay.
I always hate anything that tells me to do something I don't want to do. Like, I always despise it. But I'm like, fine, I'll watch it all the way through. And then at the end of it, like, I received like a download of information. And so I'm talking into my phone, like I use notes a lot on my phone and dictate,
Uh-huh.
information that's coming in. So I did that. And then the lady who owns Inner Space, where I work on the weekends doing readings, I sent her a message and said, I need to do a starseed class that's going to teach people the different star seeds, how to determine which they're connected to, and how to communicate and connect with them and what to expect. And she's like, "Oh, great. You're going to do this next week?" And I'm like, "No, I got to
No.
figure this all out first myself." I don't know what I'm talking about, but apparently this is what I have to do. It's like, it'll be after the first of the year. And she's like, "Sounds great." And then last weekend, I had a client sitting in front of me, and he is a shapeshifter. And because when I'm
Really?
doing readings for him, I can see him shifting. Like, I see it, and it's just like it really throws me off. Um, but we were getting near the end of his reading, and he asked about um his star seed, and all of a sudden I just started crying, and so I paused the timer because he's on time, and it's like I had to pause it because whatever was going on was not him, right? It was me, and so then I stated what had happened the weekend before with the download, and I was like, apparently this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to figure this out and be able to teach this, but I don't know anything about it. Like, I know I collect with my little group, but that's it, right?
Right.
And there's very little out there.
About a whole lot of the star seeds. Yeah, I've come across that too.
And so it's just like, this is all going to be download. And I'm just like, okay, all right, we'll do it.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
I feel very insecure about it, but it'll be great.
It will.
I'm
It'll be
trusting
awesome.
it.
Right.
That word
Right. Just
trust
like
you
my
keep
class.
saying, yeah.
You got this. You got this. I know you do. I know
Yeah.
you have this.
So
Yeah. I'm not starting up a class next year. I will be learning like the 101 of chakras and um,
no,
energy and symbolisms of things, color meanings, different stones for the chakras, um, just all of the beginnings of what the energies are and what's out there, auras, the whole works.
nice.
And then after that, then I'll be having a class on oracle card readings, and we're going to use all the skills that we used in the first class into the
Oh,
second one to
nice.
start in oracle cards. So be watching, everybody. Get ready
Oh,
to
yeah.
sign up and have some fun with that one. So
That's pretty
yeah.
cool. So how do we sign up, Dana?
I haven't gotten that far yet, but I'll probably be getting something going on my Facebook that you can
Okay.
go in and sign up, and then I still got to kind of work out those details right now. But I think I have the class all set up, and I think it's got all my information that I'm looking at this point. So just kind of working on how to do a class now. Yeah.
That'll be pretty cool. I haven't done like a virtual class. Um, I'm starting one. Um, oh my God. Next week? Let me look at the calendar. I think it's next week. Oh my goodness, it is. It's next Thursday.
See, there you go.
Yeah. So I'll be doing a channeling circle online via Zoom. It'll start out with a meditation, and then we will actually look at oracle cards and um, practice channeling. So, practice channeling is connecting with your spirit guides and being able to hear and listen to what they have to say. And so, it's only $15. Um, right now, the information is on all events and natural awakenings and on my website. Um, my website has a link to those as well. And so it's next Thursday, the 13th at 7:30 Eastern time.
Nice.
And yeah, and so it's only I have it limited to only 10 because it'll be my first online event, and so I don't want it to be too overwhelming. And I
Mhm.
figured 10 is a
Yep.
good number. Yeah, and
Yeah.
so and then I'll continue doing these monthly. But I think the date is going to end up changing after the first of the year. Right now, it's like the second Thursday of the month, but after the first of the year, um, I may move it. We'll see, because where I want it
Awesome.
to be is right now, where all the holidays are falling the next couple
Right.
months.
Yeah.
Um, so we'll see. But I think life is going to change for me, and so I may have more free time during the week to do more stuff online than I've had in the past.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm ready for that myself.
Yeah. And I think my goal is like to try to get more of an online presence to be able to do stuff versus being in the store. Right? I
Mhm.
mean, the store's fine and that's a good place to like meet people and do the face to face, but I would like to get more online.
Yeah.
And you can do a reading for somebody just as well as a virtual platform as you can sitting in front of someone. Like
Right.
the
Right.
energy's still there, the connection's still there.
Yep. Yep. All right. So you got classes going. I've got classes going. I'm going to be
Yeah,
making oracle cards also. I'm looking at
that is
two
so awesome.
different decks right now. So I'm just got to get those moving. Um,
I can't wait to see those. I love you gotta let me know because I love oracle cards. Like, I got so many, it's not even funny.
I'm excited to get them out and going. So I'm hoping by about the time the classes start,
Mhm.
I will hopefully have those cards will be going. And yeah, I got to figure out how to do it because, I want to make sure I trademark them and all of that. Um, so they'll be a little bit different from the other cards that I've seen.
Mhm.
They're not going to be any artwork to it. They're going to be of pictures that I've personally taken. So, and I think I have enough to make 2 decks with. So I'm excited.
Nice, nice,
I'm excited. So,
nice. No,
so
I'm
yes,
excited for that.
yeah,
See, and now you have this winter, so you'll be hibernating all winter and you can like create and make all of this stuff happen while you're staying warm inside.
yes, yes.
Every time like your temperatures up there, yeah, I would be inside.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I've got my coat on. I've got 2 blankets on my lap right now. So it's like, staying warm now.
Yeah, I would not be outside. I would be like, okay, I'm gonna sit here and just create and make things. So when spring comes, then I can blossom with everything else.
Yeah, that time's
Exactly.
coming to
I
where
love
I'll be
it.
sitting inside. Does the time
Nice.
change it's darker out a lot earlier, so it gives me more time to kind of focus on this stuff now a little bit more. So
Nice.
yeah, I'm excited to get it all going and get those cards moving, get the 2 decks organized like I want, and see how it all works out. I'm excited.
I am too. I can't wait. I'm
Yeah.
truly excited about the Oracle cards. I love those.
Okay. All right. Well,
So yeah, keep us informed. Keep us in the know.
in the know.
In the
You
know.
got it. Anybody out there that wants to be in the know, you contact me. There's my website on the bottom of the screen there, like talkwithdana.com. So keep checking in with that. And yeah, I'll try to get things moving. I want to probably this weekend, I want to start sending out emails to people to let them know this is happening, and start doing little emails here and there to keep people interested. So
Nice.
see how that goes. I'm just kind of,
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. And so when we repost this on YouTube as a video in the show notes, it will have our contact information, but also our individual websites, so you can visit those. So you don't have
Yeah.
to try to remember it now. So you can look in the show notes, and that information will be there.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we both have classes. I'm so excited for us. This upcoming year has got to be more flowing for me. It's got to flow faster for me this year. I was hoping to be more on my way to retiring from the corporate world by the end of this year, but it didn't quite happen. But next year,
So
got it.
What I'm hearing is 2026 is going to be more things are going to start flowing easier in 2026. However, there's still going to be quite a bit of a resistance.
Okay.
But individuals such as us, right, or like those that are living in their authentic spiritual life, they're going to be able to navigate through that flow a lot easier and smoother than those who are not connected. There's going to be also more individuals waking up also in 2026. And so I get a sense, it's kind of weird, like I'm seeing a ticker. So kind of like a stock market ticker, I guess. I don't know, like I'm seeing like a number, and I'm seeing it grow and grow and grow. So I'm seeing like 2, 3, 5, 12, and it seems like these are percentages, not numbers of people, but percentages of individuals.
Oh
So
my.
these numbers feel like percentages, right? And
Okay.
so maybe another 2% will wake up in I'm sorry. So when I said 2%, I'm hearing 2025, not 2026. And then in 2026, there's going to be like between 3 and 5% more waking up. And it's just going to continually climb, right?
Nice.
Yeah. And so, but what that's going to do is, because of the things that are already taking shape in our nation and across the world, the more that wake up to be able to truly see what's going on, the more it's going to shake things up. And things are going to have to change faster than what they've been able to do in the past. Old systems are going to die. With old systems dying, new systems to be created, but it's going to take patience and clear planning for those new systems of creation. That's all I have to say.
Okay. So we're making Getting rid of the old to bring in the new.
Yes. But it's
Nice.
big. Like, it's going to be some big movements going on.
And that is a 10, isn't it? Next 2026 is 10.
Yes.
It's 10, which is new beginnings. Yeah, a 1, which is new beginnings. So it's like we're on to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to the next level. Good job, Earth.
Hang on, it's not over yet.
We're moving, though. We're moving.
Yeah, my motto for 2025 was buckle up, Buttercup. And so that hang on, it's not over yet, just kind of like is continuing that pattern, but it's just gonna, yeah.
You're still on the ride. So hang on. Okay. All right.
Yeah, we're still
right.
on that ride.
Sounds like fun. So just put your hands up. That's my saying. Put your hands up on the roller coaster. Look, Mom, no hands. We got this.
What's your favorite roller coaster? I just have to ask. What's your favorite roller coaster?
Oh, Twister, I think, is the one that Elitch's had here. I don't know what they had at the new Elitch's because now it's the Six Flag, and I haven't been to that one. And so mine was the old rickety wooden roller coaster that you get up on the top. It's like, I hope it doesn't break.
Right. Yeah. I have one of those. It's a Great American Scream Machine.
Is it?
That's his place, yeah. My favorite is the drop zone. Where just go straight down.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
That's my
but
favorite.
I did do Montezuma's Revenge in Disneyland.
Okay.
That was, my uncle was, I could have pounded him on this one. He and my cousin are walking up. We get to the top and everything. My cousin and I get in the car, and he's like, all right, have fun. See ya. He walks down. I'm like, excuse me?
You just left y'all there. That's so funny. Like, y'all have fun. I'll catch him on the exit.
Yeah. Come on, no way. And so we rode it, and I'm like all freaking out, you know. For those that don't know, it goes up and stops, just like my finger here, just up and stops. And then it comes down and makes a loop, and then it comes up on this side and on that stop, just like the.
So we have one like that here, but it's called Deja Vu.
Yeah, I think it's about the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, I hated it. It made me sick. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
The going backwards part of it was too much.
Yeah. I was like, I was in about high school at the time. So I get on there and I'm like, hanging on for dear life. And then we go back on it 2 more times. And the second time it was like, hands up. Oh.
All right. Well,
yeah.
go ride y'all's roller coasters. Tell us about it. Yeah. No. So I have us.
We're riding the coaster. Keep your hands up.
All right. And so thanks everybody. And then we will be back on the 21st.
On the 21st. Yep. Okay. 21st. Yeah.
So we see y'all then, and that'll be close to Happy Turkey Day. So hopefully everybody will get filled up on turkey and have good holidays, and we'll see y'all then.
All right. We'll talk with everybody later. See you next time, Summer.
All right. Yep. Oh, I look